Welcome to a Rising Tide podcast, where I interview experts in the real estate and related industries to make your experiences better. I'm your host, Zach Kidd, with Future Home Realty. I work in Clearwater, Florida, and nearby areas like Dunedin. That's right. Welcome everybody to the podcast. Well, it's actually solo this time around, so I'm going to call it a live stream instead. Tonight, got some awesome stuff going on. Spent a few minutes poking around at stuff here. Still not quite ready to bring on a guest yet. I got a little technical glitch that I've got out there on the interwebs looking for a fix for. But yeah, tonight is just me, and I got some great content for you. First of all, let's see. If you're not already subscribed, go over to YouTube, subscribe to my channel, please. If you're watching wherever, that's cool too. And let's go over to, well, actually, you know what? I'm going to give this a second. So there you go. Now you got it all. All right. See, now we got good content going on. And I'm going to look at my thingy here. There we go. The chat is open. Chat from where you're at. Missing my little, oh, there we go. Missing it. No, I'm not. I just can't see it. Got the light in my eyes. Yeah, that's always fun. Anyhow, this is live. Feel free to drop your messages in the chat. Wherever you're watching at, could be Twitch, could be Twitter, could be the Facebook, YouTube, whatever. It's cool. And as long as it isn't anything horribly offensive, I'll put it up here on screen. So let's dig into some of this content here. Let's get rid of that and go right into, let's see, if we're going to, yeah, what do we want to start with today? Let's start with, oh yeah, no, that's a happy thing. Well, we'll come back to that. Let's start with this listing here. Because there's other stuff that's coming in here shortly. This listing is over near Countryside Mall, which that's a stone's throw from my place, which is wonderful. This is for a nice little condo, and yeah, there you go, ground floor. Banging, right? Like, who wants to climb stairs if you don't have to, especially when you're moving furniture? And here's the interior, and I'm going to put the listing agent's name on it. This is from Alyssa Caputo. She's also with Future Home Realty. So anyhow, yeah, lovely little condo. It's listed at $144. And with 300, and just in case it's too small for you to see on your screen, the monthly assessment, I hate saying anything other than an assessment because that's a technically correct terminology. It's not a fee, it's an assessment, but it doesn't fit on the screen very well, so I call it a fee on here. Anyhow, it's $300 a month condo fee, and this is for a 1-bed, 1-bath with 575 square feet. So it's not a big place. You're not getting the Taj Mahal for under 150 grand. What you are getting is right next to Countryside Mall and about 15 minutes out to Dunedin Causeway, which is absolutely banging. So it's got a nice living area, small little galley kitchen, single bedroom with obviously an attached bath, interior washer and dryer. And that is huge because we're coming up into summertime. If y'all haven't been in Florida in summertime, you do not want to have to go outside or, into a communal area to do your laundry. Under air conditioning is the way to go. So, but yeah, interior stacked washer and dryer, absolute winner. And again, at this price point, plus you get I was going to say a golf course. No, that's a tennis court. Ooh, man, I should have pre-caffeinated for this one. They do have a nice little clubhouse area. You can see there's books there, ping pong table. Looks like they got all sorts of other cool stuff. So, and I'm sure they have happenings there. I'm also sure that's where they hold their meetings. So that's an awesome little setup. Thank you, Alyssa. And they got a pool. If you want to get cooled off, just wander out there, right? And all of that for $300 a month, plus your $144 to buy it. Incredible deal. Again, it's not a huge mansion. It's not the Taj Mahal, but that is a banging deal. So there we go. That's where it's located at. It's right next to Countryside Mall. And yeah, Duff's Buffet, Red Lobster, Chick-fil-A, they're all right there. Don't look at me. This is the map that gets provided. But it's still, it's good to know. And 580, that's also known as Main Street for downtown Dunedin. So you're talking about maybe a 10-minute drive to downtown Dunedin, and it's right off of US 19. So if you want to run up to Tarpon Springs or down to St. Pete, it's an amazing little scenario being that close to Countryside Mall. There's a reason I live near here. Literally everything's here, but it's also really easy to get away from everything too. And I actually prize that time that I can get away from these things. But if I want to go ice skating, Countryside Mall, that's the way to go. It's right there. So that covers the home for sale in the market today. Next go around, I'll have more, but that one was just easy for me to put in here. So we're going to get rid of that one. Now, if you're wondering about the money, yeah, you got to have that. Hometown Heroes has reactivated. This promo flyer came from Heckman Mortgage. They have below market rates on FHA, VA, USDA, and conventional first mortgages up to 5% of the total loan amount. That's up to $35,000 maximum. That's a huge chunk of money that's awesome. That opens up the market to a lot of people that it otherwise wouldn't. Buyers do not need to be in a particular job or industry just because it says Hometown Heroes, which had been historically reserved for, people in law enforcement, that kind of thing. You don't need to be in that category. This is open for everyone. This is available in every county in Florida. And Heckman Mortgage, they got their fast track program. So 30 days to close ish. And there's other deal dynamics there, but on the loan side, Heckman does awesome. Somebody else who does really awesome is Zeke Samples over at Grow Financial. So
if I provided to you up to $15,000 in down payment assistance with no location limitations, would you want to hear more? Well, you know about our Grow Gives program, right? Well, now we are expanding it in two ways. The first is for first-time homebuyers, and the second is for non-first-time homebuyers. If you pair this program with up to 3% in seller credits, you'll find yourself bringing next to nothing out of pocket to the closing table. If this could work for you or someone you may know, shoot me a message and I'll share with you the details.
Right, so there's some great opportunities out there for financing to get you into the home that you want to own. So on the other side of this, pet peeve of mine, fraud. Fraud and scams are just rampant now, which, it's hysterical because Facebook looks at me like, oh, hey, how dare you actually have some music on this? But yet I keep getting tagged in videos that have no business being on the internet, much less, on Facebook. And I'm like, how is that somehow sneaking through the system? So anyhow, let's go over some of the latest and greatest information on frauds and scams that are out there. I try to provide this information so you know what to watch out for. And if it's not you specifically, think about some of the other people in your life who maybe aren't quite as tech or scam savvy. So the first one I'm going to talk about comes off the MalwareBytes blog. I love MalwareBytes. They're a great anti-malware, anti-spyware application. You can go over and check them out if you don't already know about them at MalwareBytes.com. This is not sponsored, but, whatever. I dig them. They got good info, and I love their blog. So they had this article about Ring doorbell spying. Oh, hey, Elizabeth chatted. All right, here. Yeah, we'll come back. Thank you, Elizabeth. She said it's a great listing. Anyhow, MalwareBytes has this story about Ring doorbell spying. Now, look. A lot of people know Ring doorbell sits outside your front door. They got the little video camera and, hey, it's cool, man. Like you can see the neighbors come up. That's how we track our Amazon package deliveries, all that kind of stuff. This one will make you rethink what Ring has done. They just agreed to pay $5.6 million after the cameras were used to spy on customers. But is it really spying if you're outside your house? Blah, blah, blah. Oh my. They settled with the FTC over charges that the company allowed employees and contractors to access customers' private videos. Okay, I marked it as private, but they still looked at it, and failed to implement security protections which enabled hackers to take control of customers' accounts, cameras, and videos. Hackers were watching your videos. Okay, maybe still not chilling enough. Hold up, it gets better. But wait, there's more. However, in a shocking lapse of security protection, that's saying something when, the MalwareBytes blog says it's shocking. It turned out that every single person working for Amazon Ring, whether they were an employee or a contractor, was able to access every single customer video, even what wasn't necessary for their jobs. So you could be working in the mailroom and look at Sally's personal Ring camera. Oh yeah, gets worse. Deceived its customers by failing to restrict employees' access, using its customer videos to train algorithms without consent. That's something that keeps popping up all the time. And failing to manage, blah, blah, blah. Practices led to egregious violations of users' privacy. Oh, wait. I've got a meme for that. Oh, wait. It might take me forever to find that meme. I have way too many memes. I hate to tell you all this. Where is it? Memes and clips. Just bear with me for a second. Oh, here we go.
I have been egregiously underbid upon.
Yeah, it was like egregiously. I love Pirates of the Caribbean. It's so good. Anyhow, yeah, it was egregious. And the FTC, this is where it's bad. The FTC gave an example of one employee who over several months viewed thousands of video recordings belonging to female users of Ring cameras that were pointed at intimate spaces in their homes, such as bathrooms and bedrooms. First of all, I don't know why you're putting a Ring camera pointing towards your bedroom or bathroom, but all right, fair dinkum. It's your house, it's your Ring, right? No, this didn't stop until another employee discovered the misconduct. Somebody had to snitch, right? But oh my Lord, can you imagine? Yeah. So, long story short, if you've got a Ring camera system, maybe rethink that. Yeah, let me go back a slide here. Sorry, my slides only go one direction, but even if I'm going backwards, I haven't figured out why. But yeah, that's bad. So if you got a Ring camera, perhaps consider switching to a different system. If it's just outside and you're cool with, everybody and their brother watching your outside videos, all right, fair dinkum. But yeah, that one's kind of chilling. Me personally, I've always looked at these kind of stories that have been coming around forever. I remember when Xbox came out and they had their little Kinect thing. They're like, oh yeah, well, that's just for you to be able to do Dance Dance Revolution or whatever. I'm like, okay, that's cool. And then it came out I'm unplugging that if I'm not using it. Oh, you're paranoid. Like 6 months later, they came out. They're like, no, we're watching and listening to you, whether you let us or not. Like, so this is not a surprise to me. It's a disappointment. Come on, Ring. But it's not a surprise. So you may want to consider, if you are looking at getting a security camera system, look at getting something that you control the access and the privacy levels to. And that doesn't mean that it won't integrate with your phone. You just got to do a little bit more research. Plug and play, especially on a free or freemium setup, is going to have problems like this until something happens like this, and then they figure out how to fix that. So I personally, I'm paranoid. I like control. So that covers that one. Part of MalwareBytes blog, they always talk about how to beware of scammers. So in this case, they're referring to the FTC settlement, which is like $5.6 million, I think, on that first slide. There's scammers out there who are saying, send us your PayPal information and we'll send you the FTC check. FTC doesn't send things through PayPal. I'm not a fan of PayPal either. But anyhow, they only work with 4 private companies to handle the refund process. It's Analytics Consulting LLC, Epic Systems, J&D Legal Administration, and Russ Consulting. Before sending any PayPal payment, the FTC will send an email from subscribe at subscribe.ftc.gov to issue a payment receipt. Yeah, no. You can mail me a check. So anyhow, tea, Earl Grey, hot. It's delightful. So, but yeah, if you are part of that Ring settlement, just be on the lookout for scammers trying to get that info from you. Oh, hey, yeah. Speaking of scammers getting info. Another one from MalwareBytes blog. We got the notorious data leak site breach forums seized by law enforcement. Now, this one was a little bit new to me, but that's okay. This is what the FBI put up on Breach Forums page. Breach Forums is operating as a ClearNet marketplace for cyber criminals to buy, sell, and trade contraband, including stolen access devices, means of identification, hacking tools, breach databases, and other illegal services. So, it's kind of like the flea market for stolen data. Maybe not a bad way to describe that. So anyhow, FBI seized it. All right, cool. Cyber criminal put up for sale breach customer data taken from Dell between 2017 and 2024. I'm not good at math. 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. There's 4 years there. In 2024, so we're looking 7-8 years. Yeah, 7 years. 7 years, if you're not counting 2017. So 7-8 years worth of data that this hacker put up in sale there. Dell didn't know I guess they didn't realize they were listed on here for at least 7 years. Anyhow, yeah. So, and hey, look, related news, Dell notifies customers about data breach. Right? Like, data breach after cyber criminal offered a 49 million record database of information about Dell customers. All right, cool. It's fair. Fine, man. They got Dell customers information, right? How bad can that really be? 49 million. Okay. Up-to-date information registered at Dell servers. So, okay, you registered your Dell through their servers. What are they going to know? Dell says, feel free to contact me to discuss use cases and opportunity. Oh, no, this is the scammer. Feel free to contact me. I'm the only person who has the data. All right, fair dinkum. Let's see. Included data. Full name, and this is a posting from Breach Forums. Full name of the person. All right, fine. You got my full name. So does everybody else. Address, city, province, postal code, country. They know where hold on. Let me go back. 49 million people who have registered with Dell in the past 7 years. They have their name, their address, postal code. Like, really? Yeah. So, yeah, that's quite heartwarming there. Full name of the buyer company, address. That's the big thing. So scammer has my home address. That should be chilling, right? And they're like, yeah, shipping data to the system, warranty plan. Who cares if they have the warranty plan info? I mean, obviously that's an avenue to a scam. Hey, we've got this. Your warranty's about to expire. Yeah, we're all used to hearing about our car warranties, but still, like, there's some. Hey, you've got Dell laptop serial number, blah blah blah. It's coming up to the warranty is going to expire. Would you like for us to renew it? Like, that's how these scams happen, right? But it's the name and the address thing. Like, if you tell them no, they can come to your house. I'm sure they wouldn't, because they got 49 million other people to pick off. But still, name and home address. All right, fine. Although Dell may try to be playing down the seriousness of the situation by claiming there was not significant risk to his customers. I don't know how you figure that's not a significant risk, but okay. Given the type of information, it is reassuring that no email addresses were leaked. Yes, because that's what I'm worried about is, them emailing me repeatedly, not showing up at my house. I mean, I don't care if they show up at my house. Like, does anybody else know you're here? Because we can have some fun. I know where the gators are, man. But no, but they didn't give up email addresses. They're like, hey, it's cool, man. No. God, that's just terrible. Email addresses are a unique identifier that can allow data brokers to merge and enrich their databases. Okay, yeah, fair on that one. That, if you've got one email address that's out there and they can use that to link a bunch of other data, that's probably bad. But it's the whole home address thing that just blows my mind. I'm like, what? How do you think that's the email is the thing that we're worried about? No, they know where you live. That's the thing we're worried about. Anyhow, protect yourself from a data breach, check a vendor's advice. I don't know in this case. Like, I'm sorry, Dell. Like, bus you? Like, no, man. I don't know if I'd really trust their advice on this one because it took them 7 years. Change your password. Not a bad idea. Enable two-factor authentication. Got more coming up on that in just a second. 2FA, which that's basically when you log into a site and they're like, hey, we got to send you a code. Go check your phone and type the code in. That's two-factor or multi-factor authentication. Watch out for fake vendors. I don't know, man. Like, you do worse than the real vendors at this point. Take your time. Phishing attacks often impersonate people or brands you know, and themes that require urgent attention, like missed deliveries, account suspensions, and security alerts. Set up identity monitoring. Now, that's actually a good thing. You got to be careful about that, though, because the companies that are like, hey, sign up for identity monitoring. Make sure that your information isn't out there on the dark web. Pay us $50 and we'll find out. I guarantee that $50 are going to go, look, you're out here. Pay us more money. So I don't know, that's beyond my level to influence. Just be aware and be skeptical of this. That's a Gen X trait. We're skeptical of everything. I'm like, I don't care who you are. No. So, but yeah, this actually leads me into another good one here. MalwareBytes also says scammers can easily phish your multi-factor authentication codes, or 2FA codes that we just talked about, right? For those of you who aren't aware, phishing is a bad actor doing a man-in-the-middle attack, which is where they send you, like you're trying to log into your bank. They're like, hey, you get a security breach at your bank. Go log into your bank using this link. And it looks like it's the bank stuff, but it's actually their site. And then, yeah, so then you're putting your banking info in, and then they're taking your banking info and putting it in the actual site and getting access to your bank. Well, that's called a man-in-the-middle attack, and they're doing the same thing with the code. So it's just one extra step for them. Hey, we log into your bank. All right, cool. We're going to send you your two-factor authentication code. Type in what it is, copy and paste it in. Cool. Now they've got it and they can get into your bank. So it's not a huge complex attack here. It's the same attack. It just has one extra step. So you have to be careful with those too. Just be aware of who you're dealing with. Yeah, I already explained that, so we can skip that slide. And once they're in there, they can change your settings like account's email address, phone number, and passwords. You can't log in. For those of you who are using quote-unquote virtual banks that don't have branches, that can be a problem. I've seen more than one scam thing this past week or past few weeks where, they're like, nope, can't help you. Click, buy. I'm the account holder. I have all the info. No, you're not. Somebody else has it. At least if you can go to a branch and, show ID, you got a much better chance of saying, that's my account. Clearly, that's my information. You've got, here's everything. It all matches up. Freeze the account and start tracking it back for fraud and report it to the FBI. That's what you should do. For those of you who are using a virtual account, I don't know how to help you on that one. So, and also, victims are lured to phishing sites via these links by social media or emails. Okay, yeah, we're kind of used to the Nigerian Prince emails, which can make it hard to identify the real link. They're also showing up in sponsored search results now. So that means when you go into Google, that first section, if you look real careful in real tiny letters, it'll say sponsored search results. They're doing phishing attacks in there. You type in Chase Bank, it's coming up, like a phishing attack is coming up in the top sponsored search results. That's crazy to me that happens, but it does. So watch yourself on that one. How to protect you, keep your wits about you. Don't trust anybody. Unless you initiate something, don't trust them. And even then, don't necessarily trust them. Use security software MalwareBytes, obviously they're hawking their browser guard, which that's not a bad thing. Use a password manager and consider using passkeys. So, anything you can do. But again, if you're dealing with somebody who's a little bit older, maybe not quite so tech savvy, or, somebody who's younger and who's not quite so tech savvy, I can name off a few in both categories, older and younger, who they're adequate tech users, but this kind of stuff, it's gibberish to them. So watch out for the people around you. That's really what this comes down to. If you got any questions, go over to the MalwareBytes blog, start poking through some of these articles to get some good ideas on how to help them protect themselves. And I say that as somebody who's got a friend of the family who's been hit with multiple scams. And let me tell you, once she was on the hook, everybody and their brother came out of the woodwork to hit her. So just watch out for it. It's scary to have to deal with. And speaking of which, premium home service membership renews in 6 days. Guess who had this come to them? Oh yeah, Leah, me. No reply at faciliserve.co. Yeah, I Googled that. It's supposed to be faciliserve.com. No, but this came in. I'm like, oh yeah, clearly this could be a problem. Oh, look at this membership renewal notice. And I did not blur out the number on this because it's not a card that I have. So I don't care. They're just making it look like they have my card info. $200, and they're going to renew it on the 26th, man. Okay, membership renewal notice. As a premium home service member, you'll enjoy the following benefits. Want to continue to receive these benefits? This is actually a new twist for me. Super, we're glad you're part of the family. Your card will be charged $200 on 5/26. To request service, simply download our app or call. And this is where it got kind of crazy because I was shocked. I did not click on that premium home service member link, but I actually reverse Googled the phone number, and it's a legitimate phone number for that legitimate business. Mind you, their Google reviews are kind of sketchy, but that begs the question, are they getting sketchy reviews from people who are getting caught by the scam, and they don't even know that people are getting caught by the scam? So I might give them a call like tomorrow or something and just give them a heads up. Hey, look, I got this email. It was clearly bogus, but it had your information on it. And if they say, oh no, that's our email, I'm gonna be like, look, that is a terrible business practice. So I'm hopeful. I'm trying to be hopeful that this was not an intentional thing. So anyhow, want to cancel? Yeah, call that same number. Your bank cannot cancel your membership. Really? I've seen this one before. No. And if my bank can't cancel my membership, I can cancel my bank and go elsewhere. So yeah, the whole thing just read completely sketchy. Oh, we don't check this mailbox, so please don't reply to this message. If you have a question, give us a call. Again, this might just be call farming, like they're trying to get people to call them, even if it is a bogus call, like a bogus lead type thing. Oh, how dare you, I never signed up for service. Oh, well, would you like to? Dude, that's sketchy as hell. And if that's the case, I would say go flame them, but I don't have any confirmation on that yet. So, just, I'm going to say don't do that right now. I'll check into it and follow up on it. But yeah, that one was like, really, you're sending cast a wide net, but they sent it to the wrong dude. Like, not the worst wrong dude. There are people who go out and hack them just for doing that. That wasn't me. So yeah, I did the little clicky thingy and did report phishing because that one was sketchy. And you should be doing that too. If you think that an email is fraudulent or might be a scam, just click the three little buttons back there. There you go. Three little hamburger button icon up there, and either click report spam, or if it's something like this where they're clearly trying to get your banking info, I report phishing. So I encourage that for people. And that's what I got for scams and fraud today. Sorry about that. I'm not used to talking this much. I'm such a recluse. Anyhow, so the next thing I want to bring up today, let's do something fun coming off that. We'll do the memes of the week. Yes, memes of the week. A couple weeks ago, the big story was, the electromagnetic storm was letting us look at the northern lights, and that was really cool. My wife and I went out to Dunedin Causeway and looked for it around 10 o'clock at night. And there was nothing. And we bounced around the idea of driving north like an hour and a half to go look for them, but No, I wasn't going to do that. Not at that hour. Please, I'd rather be home. I can look at it on TV, right? And I did see some cool stuff on TV. But, if you're in the Tampa area and you want a light show like this, there's only one place to go. I know, that's terrible. But that's that was the meme that came out, and I thought it was hysterical. So that's the meme of the week there. I had to get a good laugh. And y'all hop in the chat if you want to. Right now, I've only got the default and Elizabeth talking about the listing earlier. Y'all chat from where you're at. Drop a comment if you've got questions. We're coming up. The next two bits are the local highlight and veteran shit. See, look, most of the time I try and sanitize myself. When it comes to the veteran, Nah, I'm going to be authentic. Y'all know that. So anyhow, feel free to hop in the chat. I do keep an eye on it while we're doing this, and I can bring you up on screen if it's anything good. So now I'm going to do the feel good thing. Let's do the local highlight. I've been following this one for a while. The Beach Theater on St. Pete Beach. It's been bought out by this family. That's the mom and dad, and Hannah is the daughter. I got it in my notes someplace. I got to get better about having a crib sheet in front of me, but yeah, there she is. This was the day that they were doing the sidewalk vendor thingy Saturday morning. Whatever. See, that's the problem with shooting from the hip. Sometimes I just go brain dead, can't remember these things. Anyhow, they're doing an awesome thing. Part of why I love the Beach Theater, number one, I grew up going past there all the time. I've seen innumerable shows there, and met one of my heroes in life. They actually had a screening of his movie, and he was there, and it was just like the most cool, surreal thing ever. So but yeah, the Beach Theater, it's kind of entrenched in the local culture, and about it was almost like 15 years ago, the owner at the time, he ran into some problems with his ex-wife, making his life hell, and he couldn't do anything about it. So anyhow, this new family has bought it. They're completely awesome. You'll see I've got if you're looking at the screen, I've got the poster for Summer Rental up there. I love the movie Summer Rental because it was John Candy. It was the 80s. It was awesome, but it was actually filmed in honestly, I want to say the Tampa Bay area, but no, it was filmed in St. Pete Beach, Paso Grill, Treasure Island, Madeira Beach, and Indian Rocks Beach. Those in Fort DeSoto. As they're driving into town, it's in Fort DeSoto, and it's like super recognizable now. Like I love it, and it was a great movie anyway. But they actually filmed some of the scenes for the movie when the kids and the mom went to the movie theater with John LeRoquette. It was at the Beach Theater. So to me, it's a very meta thing that so I put the suggestion out there. Hey, look, when you actually do get to open, please play Summer Rental, because it'd be such a awesome meta throwback to watch it in one of the spaces that it was actually filmed at. That is just one of the coolest things ever. So go check them out over at thebeachtheater.org. It's Beach Theater, R-E on the end, beachtheater.org, and give them some support. You can subscribe to Hannah's YouTube channel and check out the Beach Theater blog. She's really good about being the social media person of the group and putting great content out there about what's going on with the theater, what their expected timelines are, some of the cool finds that they've had through the renovation. And you'll like, if you're local or history buff, or if you've got some little niche that you remember awesome things at the Beach Theater, like the Rocky Horror Picture Show kind of stuff, yeah, go follow it. And we're all keeping our fingers crossed that resurrection comes around awesome. As things progress, if there's another update, I will definitely let you know, but I totally dig it. Go check them out. So that's a feel good highlight for the week, and let's move on to veteran chat stuff for my fellow active duty and veterans. Don't forget, I'm your military-friendly real estate agent at your service. Okay, that's enough pitch slapping there. VA loans and NAR update. Ooh, man, this has been a thing, right? So for those of you who have not been paying attention to the real estate industry, which is pretty much anybody who's not in the industry, but if you're thinking about selling or, thinking about buying, and you might be looking at using a VA loan, this has actually been a huge upset in the industry with how the commissions are handled due to the commission settlement thing, which they're still not 100% on. I've got a separate clip for that, but I'm not going to go into it right now. That's going to be on a different live stream. But yeah, the main problem here is if the seller and the listing agent who works for the seller, if they say, look, we're going to pay the listing agent, we're offering them 3 tacos for compensation. Typically speaking, they would offer 6 tacos for compensation. And see, I got to use tacos. I got to use code here. So 6 tacos for compensation. And if if a buyer came using a different agent, then typically speaking, the listing agent would offer the buyer's agent 3 tacos as compensation. Okay, maybe the listing agent's a little hungrier and they go, well, I want 3.5 tacos today. I want to be a fat ass. Cool, man, fine, whatever, as long as it's 2.5 tacos, or you can negotiate how many tacos, but at the end of the day, the buyer's agent still deserves to have his tacos or her tacos. So yeah, and they're like, well, no, that doesn't seem like that's legit. So we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to make it so that they can't offer any tacos. Really? So, we're coming up with strategies to deal with this, but number one, part of the problem has traditionally been with VA buyers. The VA loan specifically excludes buyer agents from getting compensated by the veteran directly. So if you hire me to help you go buy a home, which that's what I'm here for, they specifically said you can't pay me directly. So I'm dependent on the tacos that the listing agent is offering. And now listing agents are offering 0 tacos. So I have to go negotiate. It's a problem. And we're dealing with this the best we can. But NAR advocates for veterans' access to professional representation. Part of what was written in the original VA thing was basically, vets are smart. Vets are smart. But so they don't need anybody to represent them. I have one answer to that. Yes, my crayon munching Marines. No, I love you all. I really do. Not everybody got to golf and eat lobster, right? But yeah, it's a problem. And I'm sorry, when I bought my first house using my VA loan, I had no clue what to do. And the internet was in its infancy, and there was nothing but lies, damn lies, and statistics out there. No. So yeah, it was a problem. And I don't see that a lot of that has changed. There is more information out there. You can jump into some Facebook groups and find some good stuff. You're also going to be hitting the ads on stuff. That's a lot of it's misleading. I'm going to mention a type of lender. They're for veterans. That's their big thing. We're all about bringing veterans together. And their big sales pitch is, we only charge you 1%. Wait a minute. If you go look up the manual on this, that's the maximum allowable by law. So it's not like they're giving you a great deal. They're raking you over the coals. And most of the lenders that I work with will take very good care of veterans. I've got a couple, depending on what the scenario is, they won't charge you anything on their side. So, 1%, let's use a round number here. 1% origination fee on a $500,000 loan, or a $500,000 house purchase, that's going to be $5,000, $4,500, $5,000, depending on how it's written. Why are you going to give away $5,000? Because they got veterans in the name? Look, you want to give away an extra $5,000? Call me, I will take it. Anyhow, so yeah. That's been a long ongoing issue. There we go. NAR continues, National Association of Realtors, continues to advocate for a Department of Veterans Affairs rule change to allow veteran buyers to compensate their professional representative directly. So that's where this whole thing hinges. It's not that they can't compensate, like if you use me to help you buy a home, you can't compensate me directly. That needs to change. There are other ways to get this deal done. There's other ways to do it, but it's a complicated mess. And yeah, it's so much better if you can say, hey, yes, I want to pay my agent X, 3 tacos, and we're going to roll that in. Perfect, because that's how it has been. This is, I actually prefer it the way that it will eventually shake out to be, at least to the best of my knowledge, because then you're hiring me, you know what you're going to expect to pay, and that's it. Like there's no confusion on this. There's no line. It's very straightforward. I don't have to tell you how this system works back and forth. No, I don't have to draw you a diagram. You just know you're going to pay me. Cool, man. 3 tacos. Anyhow, leading up to this, NAR advocacy staff met with approximately 20 members of Congress, including the chairs and ranking members of the veterans committees in both chambers. So, this isn't just the rumor mill going. The brief committee, senior staff, team also led industry partners, advocating the importance of ensuring veterans can compete in a market and maintain access to professional representation. Look, yes, I know. It's my own horse. I'm going to ride it here for a second. believe me, you want to pay for somebody who knows what they're talking about. I was pretty fortunate my first time out. I didn't get raked over the coals too terribly. Knowing what I know now, I would have done some other things differently, and that's part of what I insist on bringing to my clients. I want you to know what your options are, how it should play out, what you should be looking at, because that's right for you. I'm treating you like my family because you're my family. So anyhow, that's that. Oh yeah, and this is from VA email. There's a veteran gaming network. Now, I do have the banging computer here. All I do is content creation. I don't even have solitaire on this computer. I've got access to a couple, but I literally never play games. So, because I don't know, like the kids were trying to get me to play games. They're like, yeah, you use these keys. I'm like, say what? So yeah, like I could try it, and I'm just going to get nuked every time I go into any game. But yeah, if you're into gaming, there is a veteran gaming network. And see, I hate that the term antisocial means that you're basically a criminal. I'm just not sociable. I don't like to hang out with other people. If I'm playing a game, I want to play like Assassin's Creed at home, where I just get to drop bodies and not talk to people. Apparently, other people like it to socialize. Not big on socialization here. So, but yeah, if you like doing that, that's cool. They do have the Warrior GMR Foundation. It has live esports tournaments for veterans. They've got a whole list of this, and when I finish up this video and repost it later, I will drop the links in the descriptions wherever I can. But yeah, here's a gathering of the regiment gaming competitors in Cincinnati. There's quite a few of them, and that's cool, man. Good for you guys. And there's also 24/7 veteran gaming community. Actually, I really dig all of this because even though I'm not a gamer, when you're dealing vet to vet on stuff, there's a different vibe because there's camaraderie, there's the shared experience, the trauma bond if you want to go that direction on it, which I don't. But yeah, you know, when you're talking with a vet, you can be like honest vet to vet, and you know, you can speak your mind, and it probably won't get you thrown into a rubber room with a nice suit that makes you hug yourself. We just talk shit, which is great, and sometimes that's what we need, and if it revolves around playing a game, totally down with that. Anyhow, so yeah, if you need 24/7, you go on any of these. There's 24/7 veteran gaming community, Brick by Brick Vets. They do a Twitch stream, which I'm on Twitch too. I should go watch that and support them, but look, I'm not big on video games as it is. Watching video, it's like golf. I'm not huge on golf. I'm certainly not going to watch it on TV. But you know that hey, different strokes for different folks, man. Whatever works for you. Stack Up's Overwatch program. This one I can totally get behind. Mental health support for veterans. They do it through the power of gaming and an organic need for community members, support for mental well-being. Open 24/7, 365, peer-to-peer crisis intervention and mental health support offered through the Stack Up Discord. So if you're a veteran, you're into gaming, you hop on Discord and everybody there will have your back. So I'm still trying to learn my way through Discord. I kind of get it. I'm not real good with it, but I get it. So, you know, you can check me out over there. And yeah, another thing, Bay Pines Healthcare System, they're actually having, did I miss the day on this? I might have. Tuesday, May 20th. Yeah, I missed it. It was yesterday. Sorry, guys. Yeah, can you tell I've been trying to pull this together and I just, you know, last minute come skidding across the line here. Anyhow, VA Healthcare System, they have a welcome for onboarding new veterans to the VA healthcare system. They do it monthly. This one, it was yesterday from 10 to 11. Sorry, I'm a day behind. But you can actually do this virtually. So go sign up for their newsletters. It comes through email, and then you can hop on this and go in and find out about your benefits and, you know, disability and all that neat stuff. I haven't tried it yet. I really should. But at least it's out there, and you can do it virtually. You don't have to leave your house, which that works for me a lot. So they have their new veteran orientation program, and yeah, buddy check. You can sign up for buddy checks. You can take the pledge to talk to 10 and reach out. You can take the training for it, and you can find buddies. So all of this kind of works together. For those of you civilians who haven't served or don't have anybody in your family who has served, this is a big thing that vets help support other vets. I talk about a lot. I like to talk about it a lot because, you know, I'm a vet. I like to support my other vets. Anyhow, that being said, you can do veteran buddy checks. Here's the specialty on veteran fraud. See, I wasn't sure how to put this episode together because it all kind of ties together somehow, some way. Anyhow, if you've received an email or text or seen a social media post that says something about now hiring, get your VA benefits, or how to apply for VA disability, but after clicking brings you to a non.gov website, it might look official, but it's not. Now, does that mean that it is 100% bogus or a scam? No, it doesn't. But make sure you have somebody in your personal network who has personally dealt with that system that can say they're legit. This is where their office is. I've spoken with them. They helped me with whatever it was. So, here's their contact info to reach out. You can do a personal referral thing, but don't trust what pops up in sponsored results or email or Facebook posts. Any of it can be bogus, but if it is a .gov website, it's probably legit. That's not to say a .gov website can't be spoofed. That's somebody making a website look like a .gov website and putting a .gov on the end. That can happen, but they'll get annihilated immediately. So anyhow, take these precautions. Even for legitimate companies that are offering help to apply for your VA benefits online, be on guard against sharing your personal information or paying a fee for these services. Do not pay fees for services. You're a veteran. There are literally tens of thousands of veteran service organizations that do these things for free. So if they're like, no, just for $5,000, we'll help you sign up for your disability. Nope. Go down to your local VFW or American Legion or contact the VA. Hell, I even got a flyer for applying for disability over at the property appraiser's office, tax appraiser's office. They're like, here's the flyer. Go apply for your disability. I'm like, wow, man, like that's service right there. We don't want you to pay us. Go get your 100% disability. Cool, man. So anyhow, that's a good option. Y'all don't forget, chat's where it's at. Hop on here anytime. Speaking of VA benefits, there is a great video over on YouTube. Again, I will drop the link in the description when I've got this all finished up. This guy dropped 6 VA benefits that can pass on to families. Really good video. I know of a couple of them. And yeah, you should, if you're a veteran and you're wondering, hey, I've got this stack of benefits, can any of that be passed on to my wife or my kids or whatever? Yeah, there's some really awesome stuff that can, and you should explore that as soon as you can and get it set up. So if anything does happen to you, it can automatically start for them. So yeah, awesome thing to do. Also, Monday is Memorial Day. For those of you who are civilians, Memorial Day is not the, hey, we're going to party and have a barbecue. I mean, you can, but that's kind of like having a New Orleans funeral. Memorial Day is about remembering the fallen, not about celebrating those of us who are still here and kicking. So it's a much more somber occasion. Does that mean we're not going to eat hot dogs and, drink a beverage or two? It can still happen, but at least be cognizant that this is supposed to be a day of remembrance. A lot of veterans out there have a hard time on this day, and that's okay. Do your buddy check. Anyhow, Bay Pines, VA down at Bay Pines is having their ceremony at the National Cemetery between 11 a.m. and noon on Monday. If you want to go to that, it's probably going to be packed. I think they said they've already got 2,000 or 2,500 people who are going to this. So get there early. They start at 11 a.m. sharp. And if you're military or a veteran, or you've dealt with a veteran, you know that if you're not early, you're late. So get there early. On time is late, right? Get there early. So I would say at the very least, the latest you want to get there is about 10:30 in the morning. So anyhow, if you're so inclined, that's a function you can go to as well. If you got a fallen brother or sister out there, let somebody else know and go drop some coins on their headstone. All right. Anyhow, that's the end of the just veteran shit. And now we're going to do, I got to switch this one over. Man, nobody's in the chat. Come on, guys. Elizabeth popped into chat earlier. Everybody else is like, no, you're boring tonight. Fine, whatever. I'm just here to have fun and talk stuff, man. So let's turn that one off so we can get over to the, oops, nope, not there. No, I hit the wrong button, dang it. Dang it, man. No, we're not doing listings. We're doing monthly stats. Which, oh, okay. Yeah, it doesn't have the music on that one right now. I banged this together at the last second. Sorry. So today is the day. The monthly statistics have dropped. Yay! I know, this can be like the most boring thing ever, but I'm going to make this interesting, at least as interesting as I can. If you're looking to sell a home, I'll put that in one bucket. If you're interested in buying a home, I'll put that in a different bucket, but we're going to kind of track together here. So I will go through this as best I can, as quickly as I can, and have it actually make sense. So let me bring this up so I can work with it. All right, now we're talking. See, I got a mouse. It's great. And I don't need to see my face, and I can still see that thing. So I'm going to face this way just a little bit so I can see what I'm talking about. We're going to start off with, this is the greater Tampa St. Pete area. Come on, mouse, work with me. There we go. So, yeah. I'll just bring it up again so it'll show you what's highlighted here. Oh, now you're choosing not to do it, huh? Apply. Oh, sure, fine, whatever. That's why it wouldn't show me. No, go away. Go away. Didn't ask you that. All right, change. All right, there we go. There's our Tampa Bay metro area. So this goes from north of Spring Hill out to Lakeland to just north of Bradenton. It's a lot of territory to cover, which, yeah, that's cool, man. We're going to look at all property types. We're going to cast a super wide net to start, and then I'm going to, kind of dial into some more of the more local stuff that I'm concerned about. Once again, we do have chat. So if you have a particular area that you're interested in, or if your home's in, say Palm Harbor and you want to know what's going on there, chat from where you're at, drop it in here, and I will bring that up live for you. So right now we'll go over the high level stuff, Tampa St. Pete. This is for all of it. This is for both condos and single family homes. Closed sales were up just 3% from April of 2023 to April 2024. Stats always lag by a month because they got to compile them at the end of the month. We got cash sales, 1,761, which is up 4.8% overall. Don't worry, I'm going to dive down into that here in just a couple minutes for you. Cash sales is a percentage of closed. So this one's tracking about the same year over year, but the important thing to note here is that this is both condos and single family homes, and we are at roughly 33%, which means 1 out of every 3 properties purchased in the Tampa Bay metro area is being bought for cash. Now, that means 2 of them are being financed, which is cool, but that still means that if you're in a I have to have financing situation, which a lot of people are, you're up against, if there's 3 offers on a home, there's a really good chance one of those offers is going to be cash. So you want to still try and make the best offers you can, but yeah, that's fair warning there. That's literally 1/3 is come on, back over here. Literally 1/3 of the homes are being sold for cash. Homes and townhomes, condos. Median sales price is up 10 grand, 2.7%, which really, when you look at the price of a Big Mac over the past couple of years, that's actually shocking that house prices haven't appreciated that much. Average sale price, it's up to $480,000, up from $456,950, so up 5%. Median, just so you know, median sales price is when we get rid of the outliers. Oh, Edna, willed me your house for $1. Doesn't count. Or hey, yeah, that's a lovely piece of land there. Let me give you $10 million for this postage stamp. Yeah, that's median. Median gets rid of all that stuff. Average sales price is yeah, we're just going to lump it all in one bucket and average it out, which that's cool. Dollar volume, $2.6 billion of real estate transactions. That's a lot. This is a good one here. Median percent of original list price, 96.5 versus 96.7. So, your list to sale price, if you list it at 500,000, you're looking at getting 96.5% of that, which, math. I suck at math. Calculator. Let's see, 500,000 times 0.965. 482,500. That would be that closing. That's why I have a calculator. Don't get mad. So yeah, like that's a jump there. But yeah, some people, like, the market is shifting a little. We're going to get into that here in just a second. But yeah, it's still pretty hot. And, some places do get overpriced. Some people are like, yeah, the curve's here, I'm going to be here. That may not work that way. So, when you got to come a little bit lower, then you're getting in at your 96.5. So it's all good. This is where I start getting geeked out. Median time to contract, 30 days. If you don't have a contract in roughly 30 days, it could be 23, could be 37, but, right around that 30-day mark, that's the average right now. A year ago, it was 26 days. You should have a contract within a month. If not, something's wrong. And that's a discussion you need to have. So, and that means if you're a seller, that means you have a discussion with your real estate agent. And yes, I make the distinction between real estate agent and realtor. Realtors, I am bound by the Realtor Code of Ethics not to talk bad about any realtor. I can't do that. But real estate agents are not members of the Realtor organization, so I can talk crap about them all I want to. I have a chat with the real estate agent there about why your house hasn't sold. Look, it happens to everybody at some point. You're going to hit something that winds up not going as quickly as you expect it to. It happens. But you should be able to articulate why you think it's happening. Oh, hey, your house smells like a dirty dog and a skunk. You had a love child in here. Okay, well, that's a reason your house may not sell for the price you want it to sell for. But that's a discussion you should be having. Medium time to sale, it's up a couple of days, up to 71 days, but that's contract, like that's from putting the sign in the front yard. 30 days you'll have a contract. That means contracts are closing in about 40 days right now ish. Again, not unusual. Things are in flux specifically for that stuff that I mentioned earlier about how the commissions are being changed up. Everybody's freaking out and screaming and running around and pulling their hair out. Things are kind of a little wild, but still 71 days, that's not bad. So you're still way under 3 months. If everything is going how it should, in 3 months time, you should be done. So that's way under 3 months. That's just over 2 months. So new pending sales. All right, we're still on track. It's down just a little bit. New listings. Ooh, hey, look at this. That's up 27% year over year. Might be something there. Might not be. Yeah. Pending inventory. Oh, hey, look at that. We got less that's gone pending. May not be a good thing. Might be a good thing. Active inventory. Now this one is a jaw dropper here. This time last year, there's 9,500 homes in active inventory. Right now, there's 17,000. We got a lot more supply. That's what that tells me. Might be good, might be bad. Might be a lot of those new home construction builds too. So I'm not going to go with 16,000, but could be that. Month supply of inventory is up 3.6 over 1.9. So if we round that to 2 to 3.5, that's still a pretty sizable increase there. Month supply of inventory simply tells us that if everything that was on the market today froze, it would take 3.6 months to sell everything without refilling the bucket. So that's up a bit, but that, good to pay attention to, not the be all and end all be all. Once again, chat from where you're at. I'm going to pop that back up here. I still don't have anybody in the chat box. If you're looking for your own neighborhood, we're going to get there just after I do Pinellas County here. So feel free to drop it in the chat. And now let's go to Pinellas County. There you go. From Tarpon Springs down to St. Pete, including Tierra Verde and I don't know why they include Fort DeSoto. There's literally nothing you can buy in Fort DeSoto. Tierra Verde, yes. And yeah, you know what? Let's do single family homes and then I'll do condos and townhouses just because those are separate. I do want to articulate these categories a little bit better. I always skip over manufactured homes. If that's something you want, then drop something in the chat. Anyhow, and manufactured homes are not mobile homes. Mobile homes still have the wheels on them. Manufactured homes arrive on wheels and get set on concrete. Anyhow, let's take a look at Pinellas County single family homes. All right, year over year, hey, we're up 22% in closed sales. Single family homes are selling a little faster this year over last year in Pinellas County. Cash sales, holy crow. Cash sales are up 40%. 347 out of over 250. Cash sales is a closed percentage. Now, this one's a little bit closer. It was 29.1% in 2023, April 2023. Now it's up to 33.1. And again, that's literally 1 in 3 homes are being bought for cash. Median sales price just below this, 485, up from 450 a year ago. Average sales price, 688 from 631 a year ago. And a third of these, a third are being bought in cash. If you're financed, you best be bringing good offers to the table. If you're cash, still ought to be bringing a good offer to the table, but you're cash. 33% cash. Whew, man. That stat hasn't changed a ton, but it still blows my mind when you put it down to, 1 in 3. Dollar volume, 722, up from 541 million. So it's a 33% increase in dollar volume, which tracks more than what the sales price is, right? Median price of original list, we're still at 95.6, 96.8. So it's actually down a little bit. Median time to contract, we're up a little bit from 21 days to 26 days now. Still 4 weeks. New pending sales. Now that one's crept up a little bit. We're at 4% increase over last year. New listings, that's up 50%. That's about half. I love that commercial. At some point, I'm going to find that so I can use it. But the whole, you have 51% of this. That's about half. Look, I was not a math major. Even I know 50% is half. Anyhow, so that's up pretty good for pending inventory. But that means that it's under contract. Active inventory, that is up almost 100%. It's almost double what it was a year ago. Both good and bad. That means there's more homes on the market to shop for. So we're up to 2,700 versus 1,400 a year ago. That's twice as many homes are available. So that's good. That means you have more options than you did a year ago. Month supply of it. Come on, let me get back over here. There we go. Month supply of inventory, that too is up to 3.3 months. Again, that's if you put a freeze on everything and waited. How long would it take to sell everything? 3.3 months. So yeah, it's still really healthy. And where'd that go? Medium time to contract, medium time to sale. Median, pronounce the N, enunciate. Median time to sale is still 62 days. So I'm going to talk about this here in just a second, because you're going to see this change in the stats here in a second. But people talk about the market crashing. It's not there yet. There is an imperceptible slowdown given these numbers. A balanced market, depending on who you talk to and what their opinion is someplace between 5 months time on market and 6 months time on market. So that 62 days would have to be someplace around 150 to 180 days for it to be considered a balanced market. That's not a buyer's market. Yeah, so we're still this is a hot seller's market. It's not 2020, but it's still a good seller's market. So let's move over to, we're still in Pinellas County. Let's check out the townhomes and condos. Near and dear to my heart. I used to be a condo manager. My wife still is. I know quite a bit about this, and I'm actually thinking about getting my license again just so I can, flex and go, look, I got the card. Anyhow, closed sales down a little bit from April 2023, a year ago. Cash sales down a little bit. Cash sales as a percentage of closed sales down a little bit. But wait, look at that. That's 55%. If you're looking at purchasing a condo and you got 2 people looking at the same condo, there's a good chance one of those people is paying cash. Half. See, 55%. That's about half. I've got to find that commercial. I thought that was hysterical. So I think it was some drug company. Wouldn't surprise me. Anyhow, so it's a little less than it was a year ago, but you're still looking at half. Median sales price is just a little bit up to 305 from 300. Average sales price 458 from 451. So condos are not appreciating as quickly as single family homes. So if you're looking to buy something and you're looking for an appreciation play, then yeah, you want a single family home. If you're looking to maybe kick the can down the road a little bit and still have your money get you the most bang for the buck, a couple months from now, your condos are probably going to be this really close to the same price point, where single family homes are going up month over month. So that's little bit of intel on that one there, because I mean it's changed roughly $5-6 grand in a year of appreciation. That's really low. That like at 1.7, 1.5, that's not even keeping up with the cost of living, inflation, anything like that. I mean, again, if we go off the Big Mac index, that's nothing. They're basically going down. So dollar volume, it's actually going down a little bit, percentage compared to this original list price. When you figure half the people are buying in cash sales, maybe it's a little bit under. Yeah, we're 94% of list price. So at $100,000, you get 94 grand. You can do the math on that one. I'm not going to do that. Yeah. I still got the calculator open if y'all need it. Anyhow, there we go. Oh yeah. And where's that? No, that's on a different page. So I'll come back to that later. Median time to sale. That's up to 82 days, up from 61 days. Median time to contract, 44 days, up from 27 days. Now, that we're still under 3 months on that. Both of them. Median time to contract, 45 days. That's a month and a half. Time to sale, 82 days. That's under 3 months. So it's still a seller's market. It's still happening pretty quickly. The price points are slowing down a little bit. The activity isn't. So that's fair income if you're looking at buying a condo, or if you're looking at selling your condo. You know, you're probably not going to quite get what you think it should get. Again, Big Mac Index says it should get this. It's probably not. That's cool, as long as you know that going in. New pending sales down quite a bit. New listings are up quite a chunk. Pending inventory down a bit. Active inventory is up a ton, almost double. So again, compared to last year, single family homes almost double, condos almost double. Again, if you're shopping, that gives you more variety. You know, that's a pretty good thing. This one, oh God, month supply of inventory up from 3 months of inventory to 6 months of inventory. Now, that's inventory given at the sale rates that it has been, but this one that's balanced market there. So yeah, condo sales are slowing a little bit. There's more on market. If it's priced correctly and you're doing it the correct way, they should still be selling in 44 days. 44 to complete sale in under 3 months. If you're wanting to do this sooner rather than later, this is something you need to be aware of. You need to be working with somebody who knows how to deal with condos and HOAs. Some condos and HOAs don't qualify for certain types of financing. Again, half of these sales are in cash. So is that going to be a deal breaker necessarily? No. I can tell you that FHA does have certain programs. There's a couple of programs out there. Even if the entire structure does not qualify for, say, FHA financing, there is a possibility to get a specific unit to qualify for that. There's a lot of factors that go into that play there. FHA has an approved list. The VA's list of approved condos is more than 10 times longer than the FHA's approved list. So VA buyers, you can buy a condo and you've got 10 times better chance of getting financing than an FHA buyer. Just based on a random selection of condos. So that's a heads up right there. If you're looking to sell, work with somebody who knows what they're talking about. I can tell you from having been on the management side, nothing is more frustrating than having an agent. See, use real estate agent, not realtor, real estate agent, pinging you at the last minute. Oh, I didn't know this condo had an application fee and an application process for the buyer. We're closing in 2 days. What can you do to ram this through? Not a damn thing, because it said on the form we need at least 14 days to do this. Well, we're closed tomorrow. No, you're not. I mean, you might. That doesn't mean that we're going to, make this nice on your side. But yeah, that's a problem. The way to do this correctly is to get all of your ducks in a row ahead of time. Talk to somebody who knows what those ducks look like. If they can't articulate the specific items you need, then they're maybe not the best source for selling your condo. And look, I'm not taking that away from new agents or new realtors, if you will, because everybody starts someplace. It's a thing. They don't know what they don't know, and that's cool. Like if they tell you, hey, look, this is my first time selling a condo, I don't know what exactly what to do, but I'm going to check with my mentor, and we're going to work through this. Are you good with that? Maybe that's a yes. If not, you want somebody who's experienced who can get this time, under 44 days, then you need to have all your ducks in a row ahead of time. You need somebody who has actually done this process, who isn't going to get surprised at the last second, who knows how to navigate these things. So be very, very careful about that. I say this because I've been on the other side. My wife gets it all the time. Oh, well, we're mad. Go ahead, be mad. Like, just because you didn't do your side of things and you didn't know where to look and you didn't know who to call and you didn't bother to try and find out, all of a sudden that's a crisis for me? No, I got other work to do. And it's true. And that's fair. If they told you it takes 30 days to do this, then on day 31 days out, you better have submitted your stuff. That's not to say you can't get it in a week. Don't demand that you get it in a week. So anyhow, there's my rant for that. Same thing with buyers. If you're going to be buying a condo, one of the first things you need to ask is, with this condo, is there a buyer application process? Do we have to go through background checks or something like that? Is there an application fee? Like, give me that paperwork up front. As soon as we have a signed contract, I want that so we can get going on it. That should be your answer. And if your agent goes, no, it'll be fine, fire him. Yeah, anyhow. That's enough preaching on that one. So, look, still nothing out here. Hey, y'all hop in the chat here. Like, come on. Somebody wants to know about their own neighborhood. I guarantee it. So let's switch this back over from Pinellas County to, I'm going to do my local area here, Dunedin. I love Dunedin. Let's do all property types. I'm getting tired. All right. There we go. There we go. So yeah, closed sales 85 versus 77 a year ago. So there's a few more sales going on. Cash sales 36 versus 38. Negligible difference. Cash sales as a percentage of closed sales, we're still talking 42 to 49. So which that's saying something. Okay, I lumped all that together. Let's do this the right way. Let's do single family homes versus townhomes and condos. Okay, these are single family homes in Dunedin, 47 versus 40. Ooh. Cash sales 15, that's within rounding error. Cash sales, same thing, 30. Again, we're looking about a third, so it's tracking about the same. Median sales price, triple nickel, $555. Earl Shive, $555. And then average sales price, yeah, Dunedin, look at that. Look at that, Dunedin. That's got to make you happy. You've appreciated 18.5%, where the rest of the metro is like, yeah, we're just trying to hold our own. Yeah, Dunedin continues to appreciate because it's an appreciable place. Dollar volume, that's pretty respectable for only having 47 closed sales. Median sale price, that's up over everybody else's average. So you're still getting 97%. That means some people are overpaying, some people are underpaying a little, whatever. Median time to contract, 20 days. Yeah, that stick sign in your yard to 3 weeks, you're going to have an offer. Average, of course. Could be a month, could be a week, could be less. If after a month you're not getting anything, then you need to have that conversation with your agent. Median time to sale, 60 days. So yeah, that's banging compared to everybody else. And that's actually faster than a year ago. So if you've got a place to sell in Dunedin, it should be sold in 2 months. I mean, sold, like you best be out. Somebody else got the keys, 2 months. New pending sales, 39, that's good. New listings, 51. So there's actually a couple more on the market now than there have been. Pending inventory is up a little bit too. Active inventory is 96. So there's quite a few homes out there now. Month supply of inventory is still only 3 months. Compared to the rest of the county, Dunedin got it going on, baby. So that's still up. That's almost triple what it was a year ago. But yeah, it's still very healthy there. So that's single family homes in Dunedin. Let's go check out townhomes and condos. Closed sales 37. Oh, same as the year before. Cash sales 20 versus 24. So that's actually down a little bit. Yeah, look at that. The 24 cash sales, that was actually 65%. So 2 out of 3 condos in Dunedin sold for cash a year ago. Now it's only 1 out of every 2. Still, yeah. And part of that reason is the changes in condo law. There's a lot going on there. I'll make that into a special episode sometime in the near future, but I wanted to get through the market stats. I haven't done market stats since like October. Median sale price, $287 versus $299. That's actually down a chunk. Kind of surprising. Average sale price is up though. So that means there was a couple of flyers there. Dollar volume, 14 million. That tracks 5%. That's about what it ought to be. Percentage is down a little bit because, you know, the condo demand isn't quite there right now. There's a lot going on in the condo world. I'm going to try to sum up. If a condo building has 3 stories or more, then they've been hit with structural integrity reserve study because the condo collapsed in Miami. Again, I'll do a lot more content on that in the future, but because of that, it's put some burdens on some condos. If they're 2-story condos, you don't have to worry about that for now. There's some other stuff coming down the pike. Some of it's good, a lot of it isn't, and it's going to cause prices to go up a little bit and the market to stagnate a little bit. Because if you're in a 5-story condo and now you get to look at putting out an extra $1,500 for a special assessment, so somebody can come out and look at your concrete and go, yeah, it's still concrete. It's a pain, and it's an expensive pain, and that makes it less desirable, which is why a lot of people are like, hey, look, I don't want to have to deal with this. I'm going to sell before it gets crazy. Fine, cool, whatever. That's kind of the summary there, but median time to contract, 45 days, up from 14 days a year ago. So yeah, condos are sitting on the market quite a bit longer, but that's still a month and a half. Like, whoopie-doo. Time to sale, 84 days. Again, you're still under 3 months. That's still happening really fast. New pending sales, new listings. There's a little bit more on the market here. Active inventory is up almost double. Month supply of inventory is doubled as well. So things have cooled a little bit. There's either that or it's heated up because people are like, hey, I want to sell. So whichever way that is, don't know. They don't tell me in here. But yeah, that's what's going on with that stuff. And let me go back over here. Yeah, that gets rid of all of that. Oh my God. Wow. Hey, look, I did a full on episode here. That's fantastic, man. So we're going to hide the browser and bring up the chat. Anybody else? I'm not seeing anything. So yeah, nothing else on that. So I'm going to close out the stats for the night. And hopefully this has been kind of a fun run. Oh, you know what? I still haven't done this one. This one's a special one. So typically speaking, what I would be doing at this point is I'd be running this little doggo slideshow down here. This one, I'm going to bring up the full-on doggo slideshow. There we go. This one is Mama. Mama is just the sweetest little pupper ever. And she's been at Pinellas County Animal Services for over a year. And I'd done this when I had, and I've got this set up to showcase other dogs as well. But she's the pet of the week because she'd been there a year and she's just the sweetest thing. Well, look at that. Adopted. She was a foster failure. Her foster parents said, we can't just keep doing this. And she fell in love with them and was pretty obvious about it. And they fell in love with her too. And they were kind of obvious about it too. It's like one of those, we shouldn't fall in love with you because we're just fostering you. But they fell in love with her. So they're going to have to adapt their lives around, but I'm like super, super happy for Mama. She is just the cutest little thing ever. And, I've got her videos and I really, really wanted to do a big push, to get her content out there so she would be adopted. But, yeah, look at that. Her Happy New Year picture. She's so cute. But yeah, her foster parents finally said, that's it. We can't give her up. that's it. So Mama got adopted. Look at that. She's a good sleeper. She does zoomies too, which is great. But if you're looking to adopt a dog, see, she likes golf cart rides. If you're looking to adopt a dog, there's Pinellas County Animal Services. They always have dogs there. Adopt, don't shop. I'm a big advocate for this. If you notice underneath, the Vets Adopt Pets group, vets.pets.org. They thank veterans, active duty, and their families for service by paying the adoption fee at pet shelter or rescue organization. So if you're a veteran, you go to Pinellas County Animal Services, you can find the love of your life, and it's basically free. And that's how I got my Dory. I love her dearly. And unfortunately, I don't have room in my house to adopt all of the dogs, which is why I want to help you buy a house, and I'll pay your adoption fee if you adopt a dog, as long as you buy a house with me. I love this. It's the only way I can think to clear the shelters the right way is to get all of them adopted. And to do that, you need a place to be able to adopt a dog. So, but yeah, Mama, congratulations. I am so stoked. That happened just after Mother's Day weekend. Little tear, there's Ninja in here cutting onions, man. But yeah, if you want to see the rest of them, check out Pinellas County Animal Services. To adopt this or any other pet, connect with Pinellas County Animal Services. They are located at 12450 Homerton Road in Largo. Your best way to connect with them and to see the adoptable pets is on their Facebook page at Pinellas County Animal Services. And that's the adoptable pet of the week. And with that, congratulations again, Mama. I'm going to get out of here. I've been streaming for an hour and 20 minutes. Never thought that was going to happen, but I'm happy I'm here. This was fun, and I'm going to get out of here.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Robin Leach with those champagne wishes and caviar dreams. We all look forward to being with you on the next edition of Lifestyles of the Rich and...